Let's talk about, let's talk about, let's talk about love, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about some breakthroughs. What's a breakthrough? So for me, a breakthrough is like a sudden aha moment where I'm realizing something now that I didn't realize before. What about you?
Yeah, I like that. And also getting through something difficult. Like if you're dealing with something difficult and you're able to break through it to the other side, and like it makes you a better person, makes you stronger. So just a breakthrough to me is like getting through something difficult that you're dealing with.
So let's share something difficult that we've overcome. Each one of us can share. And here you go. So Tori's sharing too. Something difficult that we've overcome, a breakthrough that we've had that comes up right now is, for me, it was like the craziness of continuing to write the book and wanting to make it simpler and simpler. And long story short, writing for 7 years, thousands of editions until the edition that it is now, The Girl with the Buddha Tattoo, Your Guide to Manifesting Love, Awakening, and Freedom. At the time, it seemed that it was like a mission suicide, that I thought I was going crazy because I wanted to keep rewriting it to make it more and more and more clear. And it just kept like sucking me back in, and now I understand that this was the process of the flow. And I thought it was about the book becoming simpler, but it was really about me, and this is how the dots connected later. It was about me understanding how to explain things in a simpler way, and how the dots connected in my head, and this ability to be able to channel. So through all this craziness of writing every day for 7 years, sometimes 15-hour days, I have become a channeler, ability to channel. I have become confident. The ideas have connected. The anger have subsided. I have become myself, a powerful, strong woman. What about you?
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. But yeah, a big breakthrough for me is I'm trying to think of like a deep one that a lot of people can resonate with is
Relationships. The relationship story.
well, not get too attached to things, to people, to things, any type of attachment. Like not just to be at a place of complete. It is what it is. People, things, places. And that sense of attachment, like a lot of people have a feeling thinking you own something, thinking you own another person because you're in a relationship with them, you're married to them. People have a possessive mindset that their partner is theirs, that their house is theirs, this car is theirs. Like it's a really possessive mindset, and all of that can be taken from you. The only thing you truly have is yourself and your mind and the things that you can control in your daily actions. Everything can be taken from you. Your own life can be taken from you. So nothing is yours. And I experienced that when I was taken to jail for a couple days. They took me, handcuffed me, threw me in the back of a car, took me to a building, threw me in a cell that smelled like piss and homelessness. And at the end of the day, all I had was my mindset. And my mindset was, I'm still happy, I'm still healthy, I'm still alive. And that's something that can't be taken from me, is my mindset. You could take my house, you could take my car, you could take my money, you could take people away from me, but you can't take my mindset away from me. So to be not attached to things, let go of things, and be strong mentally with the mindset that as long as you're here and happy and healthy in your mind, you can overcome any obstacle in this physical world.
And you know, the thing that I love about Anthony is that whatever he says, he actually lives. Like we've been together for almost 3 years, and like what he says, what he preaches, what he teaches, he actually lives by And another person in his shoes would be like, fire in the fucking hole. But he doesn't let it get to him. Like, he's like, oh, plans changed. Oh, they shifted. Cool. And he just rides the wave.
Flow.
So, yeah. So I love that.
And that's what we were talking about on the highway when the hood flew up and smashed the windshield.
Yeah, when we got in a car accident and Anthony was the driver, like a year and a half ago, and the hood just kind of hit the front of the window, the front windshield.
Well, it slammed up on the windshield and shattered the windshield while we're on a highway.
And the funny thing is, like, anybody in his shoes would have freaked out. I was like, and he was like, oh, all right, I guess we need to pull over then. And he pulls over, but his demeanor was like, okay, well, that happened. Now let's just go ahead and go to the next step.
Being able to remain calm during a storm. Like keeping your calmness and being able to stay focused even when something crazy seems to be happening, and keeping that sharp focus on like, oh, like this changed, okay, well, we need to do this. And not like overreact and get scared and act crazy, or I don't know, it's just something about keeping your composure and being a calm and a relaxed state and being able to make decisions from that place.
Yeah.
Because that's the place you want to make decisions from.
Yeah.
You don't want to make decisions when you're frantic.
Yeah, that reminds me, a few weeks ago when I wasn't in the right headspace and I was talking to Anthony, and he's like, you gotta step away from the hot plate. You are trying to come up with a solution to a problem with not the correct mindset. You know, you have too much going on in your mind, and this isn't the time to try to resolve or find a solution. You gotta step away until the mind clears, until God speaks through you, or intuition again.
Well, no, you need to work on yourself.
Yeah.
And get back into the right attitude mentally, where like you're excited and happy and like ready to go. You were coming from a mindset where you were kind of down and like stressed out, and a lot was weighing on you. And I realized that, and I was just like, no, like this isn't even the conversation we need to be having. You need to just work on yourself and take some time to yourself to get yourself back into clarity and excitement about why you're even doing business in the first place.
It's interesting to remember why we do the things that we do, because sometimes, a lot of the time, things are not going to happen as fast as we want them to, because we are like looking at life in linear terms when it's not linear. Like, I don't know how many times I have to bang this in my head that life is not linear. Like that ideas and dots connect in a spiral type of way, and not like in a, here's the path to success, follow this way, and this way is going to be the one that's going to lead you there. No, like every little dot like connects from a different place, a different time, and up and down and sideways, and it will, like, life takes you for a ride. So it's like, are you going to enjoy the journey and like get your mind straight, become happy again, move into these higher vibrational states, or like get sucked in? This is why I love Anthony. He balances me. I thought I wanted a fire in my life, but in reality, I wanted somebody who would tame this fire. Like, and he's such a beautiful water. And I'm like, let's go. And then he's like, we're going. Like, our birth story was so crazy. Like, I wanted to go and like just get my stomach cut up, give me all the drugs, because I was like experiencing so much pain and contractions that I've never felt before, and I didn't know how to manage to deal with it. And this beautiful being right there was a rock.
And it goes back to the mindset of being able to stay calm during the storm. She was going through a storm, so she can't think clearly and make a right decision. So me being calm and collected and being able to navigate chaos, like I can tell her, like, no, like you're not thinking in the right state. Like, that's not what we need to do. We need to just relax in this moment and breathe and get through these cycles and narrow down those cycles to their manageable like activities that you can get through. Like how you started counting through the contractions, and you came up with the system, and we went on walks, and we used the medicine ball, and like we kept doing different things. Like we had to really be smart about how we manage the pain and manage the experience of being in pre-labor right before having a kid, because it gets really intense.
It was, and when you have such a great relationship, because you work on yourself so much that the person next to you, you're like proud to be next to and admire. It's like a yin yang. Like when I'm up and he needs a hand, I lift him up. When I'm down and I need a hand, he lifts me up. So we're like, and we know
We just said that
we
the
got
other
each
day.
other.
We're constantly pulling each other up to the next level. Like, oh, up here, I got you. And I'm, oh, here, fill me up. We're just constantly pulling each other up, and that'll be an infinite journey till forever.
I remember in a bathtub one night where I was like freaking out that like if I ever run out of money, like will he have my back? And then he was like, yeah, because we're a team. And I was like, whoa, like this feeling of being supported. So it doesn't matter who supports who at any moment. When you're on a team, you are together going into your dreams, your vision, into your highest self, into being of highest service. So it doesn't matter like who the breadwinner is, how we support each other, as long as we know that we're together and we're on the same team.
And the one important thing about relationships that require that kind of mindset is that you have to love another person so much that you're willing to be vulnerable in that way. To open up and to let your guard down and to have that mutual understanding together that you can be this. That like it happens nicely and in a flow, and it comes together. Like this is okay, but this is better and stronger. Like it's that twin flame that connects and wraps around and becomes one, where one and one can become one. Like 1 plus 1 doesn't have to be 2. 1 plus 1 could be 11. 1 plus 1 could be infinity.
I love that. And this
But
is
1 is just 1.
This is a product of unconditional love, as you can see. And guess where we live? In the greatest place in the world. This is our backyard. Fort Lauderdale. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da-di. So love yourself, appreciate, be grateful, and we are here for you. Get in touch, because you don't got to do this alone, all right?